Hello everybody, how on a day? I'm the G show. How did that? I'm the G show. Yeah. Privatization of our public institutions. You know, when I go robbing mines, now the points where I won't talk, but I didn't know that they had another guest. Because the last time when I go there, you know, although the show was really nice, I know prepare plenty talking points because I think they could get guests, so I won't have too much time to talk. But I can't go now. Only me, I want to come on there, just the gist, you know. So this time, all the points I made for this, anyway, I won't go into them today. I don't want to waste time. That's why I do this topic. So now the continuation of my Robbing Minds episode. Somebody say Kwame Bibawo. My dog name na Kwame. All my own dogs, I named them after African revolutionaries, you know. So, Kwame is named after Kwame Nkrumah. But his behavior is very far from Kwame Nkrumah's behavior. You know. Kwame Wahala too much. This one is Wahala. I don't know. He don't bite. One day he escaped from my house. I don't have to take escape outside. You go our neighbor house, you kill those ones, their dog. Eh? Very mad dog. You know. I have Che also, but Che, I've put Che down because Che gone killed my daughter's dog. My dogs are crazy dogs. So I'm afraid. They are crazy dogs. I've never had dogs this crazy. This is my new set of dogs. They're mad. My dogs, all my dogs, except my daughter's dogs, all my dogs are one breed. They are all American bullies. Not to be mistaken with pit bulls. Yeah. So, before I even go into the topic today, how many people watched the interview between Trump, the debate between Trump and Kamala Harris? How many people watched the debate? Well, in this debate, I have discovered that enough Ondo people, Trump, Americans don't understand, but we Nigerians, we understand what Trump is talking about. Calabar people and Ondo people, we don't enter inside America. Stop your behavior. Stop your behavior. We're not going to catch people dog. We're not going to catch people dog from America. They are eating the dogs. They are eating the cats and the... I go die. Wait. Ondo and Calabar people. I know say all Americans have come outside to say Trump is talking nonsense because they cannot believe that there are immigrants that are stealing people's dogs and cats and eating them. I read those European dog and American dog. The way that they take care of them, they fresh. They fresh. They fat. America daron. Ati yawole. I don't blame. Somebody say it's a Haitians eating cats. And I swear to God, Haitians are Calabar people. Calabar and Igbo people are like they are the major. Jamaica, Calabar. You know, even in Jamaica, there's a place called Calabar. So many people were taken from the east of Nigeria to Jamaica, to Haiti. Many people that identify today as Calabar, that we will call Calabar people, you know, they moved to Haiti. So, you know, I mean, just for the jokes of it, you know, for the jokes of it. I mean, it's true. I mean. But that being said, it is enlightening to see, say, after two presidential candidates of America, the two presidential candidates who want to rule the most powerful nation in the world. That when these two people, after they debate themselves, the thing that went viral is that people are eating cat and people are eating dog. People are eating cat and people are eating dog. Now waiting go viral from the debate of the two American candidates for presidency. Cat and dog. Say they eat dog and they eat cat. That was what went viral. Nothing inspirational. Nothing motivational. Nothing truly leading. I mean, nothing will show leadership. Not the way people go say, oh, see what this woman won't do, see what see this idea. There were no ideas from these people that inspired the world. We inspire anybody. If you go viral now, they are eating cats and they are eating dogs. That's what went viral in your so-called civilized country, of the greatest country. But Trump is back, yo. It's good to see Trump on TV, man. It's good to see America on TV. You know, Trump is a personification of America. That's why some Nigerians, no matter what Trump do, they must support Trump. Some stupid black people, some African people who don't get sense. A racist candidate, a candidate endorsed by the KKK, the law and order candidate that support organizations where they work for the destruction of African people. Because of they say he like Jesus. Now, some Nigerians believe that they are so rich and so successful. This police brutality cannot happen to them. These things where people like Trump, they support, they bring, they push, cannot happen to them. They basically go make phone call. But sometimes it might be too late. See that American footballer, he's in Ferrari, I'm going to the drive, where they drag him outside. Where after this, they apologize, but to say that the one will kill him, they don't already kill him. They go don't kill him there. Thank God saying teammates come go to film. But some of the teammates saw, they came and they started filming. Therefore don't beat them. They don't even shoot them there. Just say they resist. So to think that because Trump is lying that he likes Jesus Christ, somebody will just saying they grab women by the pussy. What kind of Christian grabs women by the pussy? Not be we suppose they grab women by the they grab women by the pussy. Is that a Christian job to do? Is that a Christian's job to do? To grab women by the pussy? No, na cost here. Okay, let's agree. You grab him by the it's Christian. But your safety in call. And I believe say they go help you now. And I go make call. President will help you, governors will help you. Now inside now this, you might one time might be too late before you make call. If what will happen to you, don't happen to you first. This American election, terrible election, no. Very terrible election, full of two terrible candidates. So not that they behave like that because you people think that what is happening to the majority of black people cannot happen to you now because you're in America. Or you cannot be broke. You go, oh man, life not be like. Okay, I will give you a story of Norman Finkelstein. Norman Finkelstein is one of the greatest thinkers of our time. I respect the man so much. He writes a book called The Holocaust Industry, talking how the Jewish state of Israel uses the Holocaust not only to make money but to commit atrocities and hide behind the Holocaust. Because of that, the state of Israel, the blacklist, is banned from Israel, and he's a Jew himself. Norman Finkelstein is a Jew himself. But the exposure of the Israeli state made Israel banning his persona non grata. They say they see him for Israel, they will kill him. Who be this? Donuja Michael. Give you chance to do it. No, let me comot you for my life. How many times did I give you chance to do it? I look like De Bruyne. I be Odegaard. You waiting because are you and chance? Which chance did they talk about? I block your road. I be waiting to talk. Give you chance as per what waiting. I don't know, but which chance did they talk about? Will they play Monopoly? I owe you want chance card on the Monopoly table? I don't know, what is this chance? Oh, you want Chance the Rapper number? Is it Chance the Rapper? I don't know Chance the Rapper. Give me chance. Let me repeat that. I say, man, this is mental illness, fam. I mean, I don't understand. What is the chance? Like, I don't know what in what. Anyway, make I don't lose my train of thought. Norman Finkelstein, Jewish guy, but very critical of the state of Israel. He said when his mama and both his parents were victims of the Holocaust. They were victims of the Nazi brutality against the Jews. His father was in Auschwitz and his mother was in the Warsaw ghetto throughout the war. But growing up, his mother's parents were very well-to-do. So he was telling a story. I was watching one of his interviews. He was telling a story of his mother. And then she ended up, because she was a Jew, she can't end up for ghetto. You know, when they pack all the Jews now, just ghettoize them before they deport them one by one to go kill them for the concentration camps. So he said when they come move to America after the war, they make army, they did for, you know, lower middle class neighborhood in the 60s in America, where many whites and Jews were racist towards blacks. You know, so they wanted to build a shelter for poor people in their neighborhood. Black people were moving in. They couldn't do community meeting. All the people were never, they cannot move. Say if black people move to their neighborhood, the prices go down. So they say, well, say that they talk on this thing because I believe say not be go dey homeless or poor one day. Say, but his mother fought for that shelter to be built because she understood that you can become anything in life from one second to the next. Knowing her own experience in life, where she was and waiting, she turned to person where they hungry, where they sick, who no fit treat herself. People say normally the best medicine, the best food, you know, they could at least afford that with her father and her mother before Nazis put them in the concentration camps. So before we make decisions on African people, I mean, many of us they make decisions thinking that these things they talk can never happen to me. So the way they happen to now, they know it's their business. Because that's how you can be thinking that you want to be supporting candidates because you believe that you Christian pass for this world. You are the holiest of Christians. Now you love Jesus pass. You are holier than you are more Christian than the Pope. You out-pope the Pope. Of which, speaking of the Pope, Pope right now, you know if you waka. Now we share, they think they push Pope. Oh ye Christian, miraculous Christians. Pastor Jeremiah, miraculous water. Pope is on wheelchair. What's going on? What is going on? Pope is on wheelchair, guys. Where is the miracle, man? What's going on? I just remember, speaking of the Pope is on fucking wheelchair right now. They are pushing Pope, man. How many people are here? Pastor Jerry, the holy water, we need it now. Oya Kilome. What color is this? Move. Okay, TB Joshua don't die. Oh. First when they wake dead body die. Hey. Miracles shall never end. Miracles shall never end. Anyway. You know, your world is crazy. Your world is crazy. You know. Right now. We even this whole Israeli Gaza, you know, with the link to Germany. Germany is one of Israel's biggest supplier of, in fact, Germany now Israel's second largest supplier of arms. They say Germany, they support Israel because of what Germany do to the Jews. So Germany has no choice but to support Israel because Germany killed 6 million Jews the Nazis of Germany killed 6 million Jews. So the Germans don't want anything wrong with the Jews. It's because of the blood of those Jews on their hand. That's why they are doing what they are doing to the Palestinians. The Germans are supporting Israel to be killing all these Arab people because they pity they don't want to be anti-Semitic. The Germans also killed 30 million Russians in World War II. I repeat, yes, they killed 6 million Jews. So you are supporting Israel to be killing millions of Palestinians because you killed them. But this same Germany killed 30 million Russians. 30 million Russians during World War II. Germany killed 30 million Russians during World War II. This same Germany is supplying Ukraine weapons today. They are Ukraine's second largest after America. Also, second largest supplier of arms to Ukraine to fight Russia. Yes, I say Russians alone, 30 million Russians lost their lives in World War II. Who be this low-key gram? We say not just Russians though. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Go and read your history. 30 million Russians were killed during World War II. You tell me I come here, I can't give you information. It is verified. Who is Kola Wallace? Are you mad? If you don't give your evidence that is unverified, I will remove you from this live. Where your name? Show your evidence. I'm not going to let you go. You will be removed. Show your evidence that it is unverified. Request to join this live and come and show your evidence. Mr. Kola, in fact, 10 seconds now you get to request to join this live, or else I remove you. I will remove you from this live. 27 million were killed in the fight. Both military and civilians, and another 4 million were killed as prisoners of war, bringing the total to 30 million. 25 killed in battle in Stalingrad, in Moscow, in St. Petersburg, in the bombing, and another 5 million POWs of Russian descent were killed during World War II. Who is this goat? Who do you think is coming here to talk? Now we're there to promote a Zionist. I know people are everywhere. I'm going to look for you. You must leave this live. Yes, where are you? Remove from live video. This kind of nonsense be that. We are here discussing important, serious issues about humanity and life. You there, they come spew propaganda. I say 30 million. Now they tell you, oh, in fact, this 30 million is 27 million. This is civilian numbers that they show you. Me, I'm giving you total numbers. 30 million Russians were killed by the Germans during World War II. 30 million. So more than the Jews. More than the Jews. But that don't stop Russia from giving Germany from giving Ukraine weapons. From giving Ukraine weapons to attack Germany today, Russia. Germany is one of the people giving Ukraine weapons to attack Russia today. Who they forget, oh? But who is there? So the atrocities committed against the Russians by the Germans was even more and worse than what they did to the Jews. Worse, the first concentration camps was built to kill Russian POWs, not for the Jews. Oh. Now, later in the war, they begin carry the Jews, go that same place. It was for the Russians, because these Western Europeans have always had the ambition of taking the resources of Russia. Russia is full of resources, and they see the Eastern Europeans as niggers too. These are their niggers. They call them Slavs. That's where the word slave comes from. So before I sit down to promote unnecessary evil in this world, Try and learn the reality. Know what Putin is fighting for.
Hi, Father.
I'm fighting against. Did you score? First things first. Did you score? Oh, did you win your race?
Yes.
Good girl.
I got everybody in relay.
You got everybody in relay?
Yes, boy.
Oshe, gold medal coming home. You have to become one kind of champion. If you're not swimming champion, that's be free. I just need to be a champion, yes. Some sort of champ.
Me.
Ashiri.
Anyway.
Yeah, go and make say hello to your mommy in the kitchen.
I already said hello to her, so open the gate.
All right, Oshe, good girl. Yeah, they'll drop bag. Yes, okay. Sax to go to school now. Okay.
I think you did this for the life.
Yes, it's my notes.
So can
I are disturbing my life. Wait, not everything you used to do for attention. Yeah. Give me my pen. What are you doing? Show Niti any.
Mommy.
Yeah. So back to this thing. So we live in a world where these people are constantly trying to take what belongs to the people. That everybody must be under them. Anyway, that na my look today, my world, my outlook, just to start this our conversations today. Before I enter our own discussion, you know. Now, which I really be want to discuss about, you know, global happenings, as they say. Global happenings. Yeah. Smokey will say Hitler was right. What was Hitler right about? You know, what was Hitler right about? This is another senseless Kanye. This is a Kanye West person. You know, because the analysis is not deep enough. What was Kanye West right about? All of them will say, see how Israel is behaving. The Jews, like Kanye West. The Jews. The Jews control the banks. The Jews. The Jews control entertainment. The Jews. The Jews control the media. The Jews. All those Jews are somebody's employee. I repeat, all those Jews are somebody's employee, prof. Is Ted Turner a Jew? Is Bill Gates a Jew? Is Jeff Bezos a Jew? Is Elon Musk a Jew? Warren Buffett, is he a Jew? You people don't understand white supremacy. Without America, how many bombs can Israel afford to throw? How many bombs can Israel afford to throw? Without Hitler formulating the idea of Nazism, without Hitler forming that fascist, not him, he made it cogent. El Duce himself, Mussolini created fascism to fight communism in Europe. Fascism is capitalist immune system. Communism was Europeans' version of socialism when Europeans wanted to take their production for their people from the capitalists. The capitalists invested in fascism. They sponsored the Mussolinis of this world, the Francos of this world, the Hitlers of this world. These are all Europeans, whites, in the 16th century, when journalism and entertainment was becoming formalized as a business. Banking, when in the birth of capitalism, banking, journalism, entertainment formalizing itself into a business. Europeans were Christians, very Christian. In fact, Europe was called Christendom. To be an elite, you have to be upstanding, moral. You have to be very Christian. The other time they say they pretend. They used to follow the Bible law to the letter. They used to follow the Bible law. So in the Bible, it is a sin to gossip. Christians should not gossip. Journalism is gossiping. But their society, capitalism, needs journalism to function. So who are the people that were their niggers? The Jews were the niggers of Europe that time. Before they had plenty black people there to be their niggers. They forced the Jews into journalism. They forced them to control it because it was a sin for them to do it. White supremacy forced the Jews into banking because banking comes with the sin of usury. All you Christians that don't know your Bible, that's why they tell Christians, when a Christian won't preach to me, once you come to me as a Christian to say, Seun, you get your Christ, preach, I'll just say, stop. First question I ask them, do you have bank account? Once you say yes as a Christian or a Muslim, but Muslims don't preach to you to change, so I don't have to tell Muslims this thing, but I always have to tell Christians. I always have to tell, because Christians want to preach to you by force. So I always have to tell them, do you have bank accounts? If the Christians say yes, I have bank account, I'll say sorry. If I'm going to hell, you too, you are going to hell. Not only are you helping to commit the crime, the sin of usury. Go and Google what usury is. Usury is a big sin. Big sin in the Bible. If you have bank account as a Christian, you are going anywhere Seun is going. And because me, I don't want to say I'm going to hell or heaven. Because me, I don't even want to go heaven. I tell everybody all the time. You that you want to go to heaven as a black, especially African men that want to go to heaven. Apart from the prophecy in the Bible that you cannot go, there's a prophecy there. Nobody will tell you. Revelation 7:7. Go and read it. It's only 144,000 Jews that will enter and see that will enter heaven itself. There's only space there for 144,000 Jews. Not every, it's in Revelation, New Testament, Revelation 7:7. Read it. 12,000 Jews each from the 12 tribes of Judea. The rest of you multitude will only serve in the temple. Me as a black man, I don't want to go. I say it because heaven is a white man construct. Now white man construct them for their mind. So if he exists, there cannot be African food there. Yoruba people, you don't go chop pepper for eternity. Now casserole, lamb chops, where there will be hummus, because it's also from Middle East side, Christianity, Abrahamic. So there will be some hummus, you know. There will be some hummus, some couscous, you know. But konisi yo, konisi la sekpo, konisi wedo ati begiri be, konisi amala, asun, konisi suya, but there will be kebab. Probably there will be kebab. Probably there will be kebab. So be careful what you wish for. Anyway. So those that want to go to, you can't tell them is where Seun is going. That you go, say, because you have bank account. Once you have that, you are out of the setting. Trust me. Not only are you committing every day the crime of usury, the sin of usury, sorry, you are also now involved in one of the most, how will I say, heinous sins, a cardinal sin, because you are doubting Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ, after all is said and done, is the God of now. That is it. In the spiritual realm, Jesus Christ means now. Muhammad means now. That's what they mean. In the spiritual realm, they mean now. That's why they tell you in Christianity that Jesus Christ is coming when? When is Jesus Christ coming? Now. As I speak, now. Now. So if you truly believe that Jesus Christ is coming now, how dare you have a bank account to prepare for tomorrow? It is the biggest insult and slap. I'm telling you, even though, listen, go and meet your pastor. Make him tell you the truth. Spiritually, it is the biggest slap that Christians, Muslims, you have bank account, you are preparing for tomorrow. In the world of now, it's not soon. No. Jesus Christ is not coming soon. It's now. Because nobody knows the hour. And him himself say, you have to live your life every moment like it's the last. Every moment. That's why the disciples, they used to gather everything they have. That's why that's the tithing idea. Gathering offering idea. Gathering offering, not tithing. The New Testament offering idea of gathering everything you have and then you now share it among the people for the day. You don't keep possession. They keep possession. Because Jesus Christ tell them for cross, say, one of the eye we see am for that cross, we see am as in they come back now, bruv, now. So all of una we more big fuck up. So anyway, back to the banking issue. So that's because of the sin of usury. And if you remember 400-500 years ago, Europeans were very Christian, as I was saying to you. This was the fucking crusade, building all these big church you see everywhere. That was the time. The Pope was the most powerful person in Europe. Now they make king and break kings. Anyway, the Europeans now forced the Jews into the banking for white supremacy. White supremacy. Even the media, journalism, gossip, entertainment. So it's immoral. Entertainment is an immoral industry. If you want to go to heaven, how can you be an actor that will be kissing on screen, saying dirty words, cursing, all the things you have to do to act? The Jews were forced. I keep saying to people, 100 years from now, somebody will come and say, African people were controlling sports because you see us playing all the sports. Our players are the biggest players. Black people are the biggest players in football, biggest in basketball, biggest anywhere. But now we own club. Now we get club. We are just playing the game that where we've been put in the game. Now we play. So before you say Hitler was right, be careful. Know your history. Write about what? Blaming Jews for white supremacy that has been happening since that his ancestors have been promoting since before Hitler was born. Blaming the Jews for the work that Europeans gave them to do in Europe. Just the way you now, immigrants, Europeans are shouting all over Europe that immigrants are taking their jobs. You people don't know where this thing is going to. That's why they advise you now. You don't know how Europeans react. Now they support Trump. Trump is galvanizing hatred for the other. Trump is making it look like the problem is that they cause problem for themselves. Now they carry their hand, go Iraq, go waste money, say weapon of mass destruction there for Iraq. Waste money on senseless wars, lost in Iraq, lost in Afghanistan. Trillions of dollars down the drain. They cannot invest in their people or in their economy. Their bankers sit down there, waste the whole money, financial crisis, global banking collapse, everything, blah. Now Trump is opening his mouth to blame immigrants for people not having jobs. They are galvanizing hatred for something we say that they didn't do them. It is them that did it. The Trumps of this world. The Trumps of this world. The white supremacists. The colonizers. The imperialists. They are the ones controlling this world. Hitler was right. Exactly. Now all of them say Trump is right. As if it is true that his immigrant can take anybody's job, or his immigrant causing crime or causing the problem of America. Now go learn. These are people are sitting and saying, how did World War II slavery? How did it happen? And if they say I did alive, now una dey so. Don't worry. Don't worry. We shall come to the topic of today. And this topic really for me is to try a little bit to restore the faith of our people in our public institutions. I want to say, first of all, this country, or this place where they call country, we, the people of this country, have never truly had a say or represented ourselves. Luckily for us, through the blood of some of our ancestors, some institutions were created for us in this country and in Africa. For black people all over the world. The Nkrumahs, the Lumumbas, the Shokotures, the Fumilayos, the Paimodus, the Bembelas. What was this guy? The Abdel Nassers. These great men of Africa. In the 60s, 70s, with their blood, secure certain institutions to move us forward as African people. Over the years, these institutions have been hijacked. Before I go into this process, we could just start from even our constitution. Our constitution is the institution upon which our reality, our democracy, our government, our life, everything has been created, has been built on. The first constitution we will get for this country now, Oyibo write am. Oyibo and the big men of Nigeria. Richard Constitution. I believe they call am. Now we adopt now. The Richard Constitution. Now they call adopt. 1966. Ah, wait. Make our own AC. Like day now. Why I suffer myself? Make our own AC. Wear my shirt back. Because I like this shirt. This woman where I wear a shirt so. Marielle. Na Brazilian activist, Pan-Africanist, environmentalist. The day they perform for Rio, now in the government assassinate her. This was like 5 years ago. Yeah, they shot her, man, in a car. Just block. People are dying for this thing, man. Not easy. What's going on in this world? Anyway, our constitution, nobody asked the people of Nigeria anything. We had no input, we had no say in this constitution. You know? Then, after 1960, 66, or the 1999 constitution, Oyibo give us one constitution was colonial. Then after we do all the 1999, we carry on that constitution, military constitution. Nobody in Nigeria was involved as the people in the formation of that constitution, neither. So throughout our existence, they've hijacked our own process of becoming. Nobody has allowed Nigerians to become something. To say, okay, this is our country, let's talk to everybody. Constitution means say they consult everybody and we all agree on how we want to make our country be. That's how a constitution is drawn up. But two constitutions we don't get prominent from Nigeria. One a colonial constitution, one a military constitution. We've never had a people's constitution. Now, even inside that constitution, some of our ancestors fight. Certain things are in that constitution for us to use to even become strong. This constitution empowers certain of our public institutions. Now, the issue with Nigeria, I'm telling you also, is that not only are people privatize our resources, they don't privatize our public institutions as well. So every position in Nigeria is no longer in service. The position of Nigeria, any position they get, is not service of everybody. It is turned into private interest of the individual occupying that position. So many of us can't believe that these institutions are worthless. So we are giving up on the institutions, then by and large we are giving up on our country. Instead of us to give up on these individuals. And I would say they surprised me past with that we rather give up on our institutions than give up on the individuals where they destroy and privatize that institution. The situation we face for Nigeria today shows a complete disconnect. So Nigeria, one of the evidence to prove to us that these institutions are privatized. Let's look at the presidency. They say Nigeria need new aeroplane. Right? The presidency is an institution. They need aeroplane for the president. That institution is a Nigerian institution. Nigeria is broke. Nigeria cannot afford to pay anything, cannot afford to do anything. People are owed salaries, people can't go to pay school fees, people cannot do anything. Nigeria is broke. But yet, they still find billions to buy private jet for the president. If that institution of presidency is about Nigeria, shey they go buy plane? No, that plane not for Nigeria. Nigeria no need plane. Because Nigeria cannot afford plane. But because the individuals say, they say na market forces, they make them determine this hardship where they heap on us as Nigerian people. They say na market forces, right? Which market force endorse make president buy new jet in this economy? What market force determine the new airplane of the president? What market forces? If now market force they make us go suffer like this for Nigeria, which market force say make they buy plane for president? Even to our police, the public institution of the police is so private in Nigeria. You and I, we be Nigerians, we no fit call any number we go bring police to our house. You cannot. Except the police personally know you to use himself in his private capacity to now use the police institution to help you. That's why all big men can hire police to guide them. Is the privatization of the public institution of policing. That's why somebody go tell you when you offend them and I get personal issue, you say, I will call police for you. You see that? That person occupying that position as a police officer, carrying gun, wearing uniform, is not serving the institution. He is serving himself. So we need to understand the difference between these individuals and the institutions. We as Nigerians now, our duty to rescue our institutions from these individuals. The institutions in this country are enough to carry forward the hopes and ambitions of Nigerian people. But the privatization of these institutions, whereby we put people in those institutions that use the institutions as their own personal property. The way they don't privatize cement, privatize petrol, privatize land, privatize transportation, privatize education, privatize healthcare, privatize housing, privatize every goddamn thing that you can think about for human existence. That is how they have also privatized our institutions. So for us as African people to move forward, we must organize for these institutions to work. We must organize that we replace, that we turn these private institutions, public institutions, public. Tell me, how is the Ministry of Health working for public health care? When last, when I say federal government build hospital? When last did you hear that the federal government built hospital? As Nigeria did like this, we need to build at least 10 hospitals a year. Federal government needs to be building 10 hospitals a year across this country. Have you heard look at this health situation in this country? Life expectancy in Nigeria is below 50. Life expectancy is below 50. You don't see Minister of Health can't talk anything about that before. When last did our Minister of Health even come and address Nigerians? Infant mortality. We have all the epidemics blowing up. Polio is back. Cholera is killing people. Lassa fever epidemic. None of these things have been handled. Have you heard anything from health minister? We as Nigerian people must look at these institutions and how we can reverse them, complete 180 to force them to the people. Governor position, one governor fit get 150 special advisor and aides, using the governorship position to benefit friends and family, to pay reward to loyalists, not because they are loyal to the progress of Nigeria, but because they are loyal to the person sitting there in the office. All these aides and SSA, what is their duty? Are they advancing that state? Every governor pack full ground. So they get one governor, I don't think be that Eastern governor name. We open ministry for his sister, Ministry of Happiness. I built in the call at that time. Ministry of Happiness and one kind thing. One of these Eastern governors, oh my God, how can I forget this thing? He opened ministry for his sister. What are we saying? So we cannot see these things and then say, oh, Nigeria, this Nigeria. Okay, fine. Nigeria, okay. Now, human beings don't privatize this Nigeria. And because we allow them to. They can see that we self won't enjoy from the privatization. We believe in this privatization so much. We defend them. That's why dangote they cry. Dangote will never do anything before to help anybody for this country. Dangote will corner all the resources of Nigeria. I always attack him because now every time he get personal problem, all the other mates, when they get their issues, they don't come and cry to Nigerians. They always go to their fellows, themselves, and they pay the necessary money they need to pay. They arrange themselves, except this guy. Even when Otedola won't open cement, that's why he come outside, come the hard last year. Otedola won't enter cement business. They turn out to rough until that one say no do cement business again. He must come, they shout for Nigerians like say he and us get some kind of camaraderie in our side. Because he don't pay some mumu, they dash some mumu money among you now. When they call influencers and celebrities. Once he come outside, those ones, everybody must come outside. Now when we the suffer, when he don't collect in crude oil in Nigeria, where we see the suffer, what is he saying now for us as Nigerians? What is he saying? Has he even come to say, Nigerians, this suffering is too much on Nigerians? So we'll sit down here and watch people, they've privatized our resources. But it is the privatization of our institutions. Now they really cause the hardship for this country. As Nigerian people, we must resist that aspect. That's the final straw. Whatever institution we get for this country is privatized. Anybody in that position, they use those institutions for personal business, personal growth. As rich as Lagos State is, as rich, the economy of Lagos is in top 10 economy in Africa, including countries. You go add countries, add country. Lagos economy is bigger than the economy of some African countries. Lagos State economy, say, is bigger than the economy of some African countries, all country combined. Yet, governors will leave office after 8 years. They don't go fit point to say, see, I build this new amount of hospital. I build this new amount of public school. I train this amount of doctors to work in that hospital. We train this amount of teachers to teach in that school. And the school is richest economy. One of the richest economies in Africa. Top 10. This Lagos. No governor will come out and say, I opened this library. I've opened this youth center. I've opened this event center. Never. Somebody doctor say Lagos GDP is the 7th biggest in Africa. Oton. I don't know how true it is, but me, I know. Say it's top 10. Because I know Africa. And I'm a Lagosian. I know Africa and I'm a Lagosian. So I know that the economy of this Lagos is in the top 10 economies. Educational institutions completely privatized by the lecturers, completely privatized by the professors, privatized by the vice chancellors. If it is not privatized, how can we have lecturers using exam to sleep with students, using tests to extort students? Even lecturer will privatize. Professors, the educators are supposed to open eye. When last we say Minister of Education for this country has commissioned a new library, some new engineering project, grant for engineers to do something, one research center, one research and develop. When has the educational minister of this country gone to commission such in any university in Nigeria? Since I can't even remember it happening in this democracy. What is happening that no public output is coming out from our public institutions? Lecturers, educated people in charge of the mind of the future of this country, the mind of the future, the mind of our future, the mind of our, they privatize it. So, and don't let anybody tell you that there's something in Nigeria that the government of Nigeria cannot afford. That they need some private person to come and help them invest. Tell that person to shut up. Tell that person to shut up. I repeat, who donate to buy $150 million jet for President Tinubu? Who donates? Who did they ask for donation? That $150 million, do you know how many schools it will build and how long $150 million can run a primary school? A good primary school, 10 good primary schools will be run on that money for at least 20 years. 10 good primary schools will be built and run that will educate 10 generations of African people. When it comes to the enjoyment of themselves in our offices, building house of billions of naira, building residencies, all these specs, renovating this one for billion, they don't say they need public people to come and donate money. They don't ask for money from private people. Say, please, there's no money to buy jet. Can you donate for president to buy jet? It's only when there's time to build for the people. That's when there's never money. They need public-private partnership. Nonsense talk. Nonsense talk. And the president cannot tell us that this petroleum matter is not his. He is the president of Nigeria. Asiwaju is the minister of petrol. The minister of petrol. Say they take tough decisions. There's no tough decision taken here. President Tinubu took a wicked decision. This whole subsidy floating the dollar, there's nothing tough about it. To be tough means say you face your mates. Let me explain toughness. Because many of you too, that you always punch down, you think you are tough. That's not toughness. If a man is at home flogging his child and he's beating his wife, he's not tough. He's just wicked. Except that man is fighting another man outside that is his neighbor. Every day they come outside, they fight in neighbor, will be man. Any neighbor where you see, whether he like the man do they fight all in mate, that's a tough guy. They say elites compete at the top. That's why I don't call any Nigerian elite. They are pseudo elites. They are local elites. That's why I always say that they don't have money. They don't, because they have no imagination. Real wealth is in imagination. Can Dangote truly call himself an elite? Is he competing with Bill Gates in any way? Elites compete at the top. That's where elites compete. Elites do not show off to poor man. The wealth of Nigerian billionaires is to show off to poor people. And that's not wealth. Their wealth is nonsense to their fellow rich people. It's change. Dangote's money is chicken change. $10 money is chicken change. All this, whoever, what will be their name? Elumelu's money is chicken change. All these people, their money is chicken change compared to where their mates are. People in the same industry as them abroad that have imagination. If Elon Musk wake up with Elumelu's money, what do you think Elon Musk is going to do to himself? What do you think Elon Musk is going to do with himself? He's going to commit suicide, bro. So they're not competing. Which business, on which level is Dangote and Bill Gates competing? You say Bill Gates is his friend, yes, but Bill Gates also is a helper. Bill Gates is helping life. Bill Gates is his helper. Is it Bill Gates making? What is he making that Bill Gates? Which market? In which market is Bill Gates competing that Dangote is also competing? Which market? Which field? What business? What threat is Bill Gates, Dangote to Bill Gates? In what avenue are they both dragging anything? Elites compete at the top. Our own elite in Nigeria is their money is to show off to poor man. They don't compete at the top. That's why if the president, because I'm only saying it because the president, they continually talk, say, I took the tough decision. I take the tough, will somebody have to take the tough decision? No, sir. That's not a tough decision, no. That's a wicked, you took a wicked decision. The tough decision would have been to face your fellow elites. That would have been the tough decision. The tough decision would have been, let's investigate the subsidy fraud. What caused the subsidy fraud? That is a tough decision. Tough decision will be like, say, who is manipulating the currency? Which people are going behind our back to CBN to take dollar that they should not take? Which people are buying dollar cheap and selling it high on the streets back to Aboki? Which people are using the opportunity to take dollar from the central bank and recirculate it into our system in the black market? That would have been a tough decision. That would have mean that you are facing your class, your mates, them, and they are the real reason Nigeria is suffering. That's why even though you now remove the subsidy, even though you now float the naira, even though now wicked us will not do anything, even though you have heaped suffering on the working class and poor people of this country that had nothing to do with this problem, except their subservience, to their own enemies. Nothing has changed. And they say, give it time. If we like, we'll give it 10 years. Nothing will change in this your policy because it's a wicked policy. It has not addressed the issue. Addressing the issue, now you go me say, you did tough. That would have been tough. You'd have been a tough guy. If you have addressed, but you have not addressed the issue. None of the issues have been addressed. All you have done is taking wicked position because now no one spend too much. Now when they save more money, have thief on ourselves. Finish. Subsidy was taking too much money and giving it to the oil boys. Government workers too need to money to thief now. Permanent secretary no go thief. Permanent secretary want thief now. Minister want thief now. All of them want thief their own. If they take all the money they give subsidy, then when anybody want to do for oil business, no go they see. So let's find a way to reduce money we are giving them. Let the people pay more. Yeah, that's all that happened here. So now you have money for jet, you have money for yacht, you have money for party in Saint-Tropez, you have money to renovate building, you have money to be sharing for all your people. Finish. Finish. But every day I open the news, so the tough decision, the president had to take the tough decision. The president, there was nothing tough about this decision. Nothing tough about it. That's why I heard they catch that NLC president. That's why the people, see, that time is over. You betray the people, ancestors will hammer you now. Bimni. You betray the people. The ancestors are back. I've told you people, I don't tell you Natalia for this life. Ancestors are back. I've told you people this. The ancestors are back. So if you do anyhow, you no go tell before you see anyhow. Our courts have been privatized. I say our courts, the judges have privatized the courts. The judges have privatized the courts. So government somebody will be wanted by the government. He has committed a crime. A public institution will now issue warrant that don't arrest him. Imagine if that court had not been privatized by the judge. What part of law is that? To pass judgment that somebody should not be arrested. Then now another court can say, okay, this person must be arrested. Till now, even the police cannot arrest the person. The governor of the state that the AFCC is saying was robbed. The people of that state are the ones the governor they represent. Now that governor, who is supposed to represent the people of the state where they thief that kind of money from, is using the office of that state to protect the governor from being the former governor from being arrested. Do you understand the depth of the privatization of these institutions? That people can go into these places and remove billions and nobody will say anything for the years because they thief 80 billion at once. It is not once they steal that kind of money. EFCC did not know. They cannot tell us that they just found out that after I left office. The right attitude of our security operatives, our security agency, is to be making noise every day. So that by the time the person is even leaving office, the wala and the noise will be so much, everybody will know say, as they sign, they go jail. But no, they don't say anything. Everything will be quiet. They can't just start to ask him one day, hey, we investigate the for overnight. Okay, now that the judge have lifted this thing, where is the arrest? Where is the manhunt? Do you see them looking for him all over the place? Is he on the news constantly that he's wanted? The privatization of our public institutions is mad. It's a mad thing. And why am I doing this live today? Because I realized, talking to a lot of people, I say, my people, instead of losing faith in these people, they lose faith in the institutions. And that is what these people actually want. That's their goal. All these our oppressors, what they want, their goal, their ambition, they say make we lose interest in these our institutions. So we must not let them win. We must not let them win. Our country is an amazing place. It has the potential to create hundreds of millions of great African people. Nigeria has the potential to create hundreds of millions of great African people. But I think the problem is that African people don't know that Africa can exist without African people. The way America today is existing without Native Americans. Look at America. They don't develop put bridge, tunnel, everything, airports without the Native American people. Other people have developed it because the Native American people do it in the Goka. And we are also in that position now. We don't think we can get there, but we are going there slowly. First of all, many of us living here that are black are not Africans. There's nothing about us that is African. So already the genocide of Africans mentally has already happened successfully. The mental genocide of Africans have already successfully taken place. Now people like me, they shout to try to resuscitate. Very few people are Africans in Africa. And after the mental annihilation, the mental genocide, what comes next is the physical genocide. Please, if you think I'm lying, check your history. Read about the Cherokee tribes. Go and read about the Trail of Tears. Go to Wikipedia, put Google, put Trail of Tears. Read about the Cherokee. Read about that. Because now so them two things say they be Europeans. They were with the Europeans to fight the other Native Americans, killing their brothers and sisters. Europeans were hailing them that they were the civilized natives, the civilized tribes. Those are you African professionals today, the civilized blacks, the professional, the cool blacks that think, so far I have money, so far I've gone to school, so far this, I've built my house, capitalism will protect me, Europeans will respect me. That's how those, I say go, and if you don't read, you'll never know the plan. They too thought that they were going to be white. They were living the old Central Park or their land before all those places. I mean, Boston, all those. Go and read. When they don't finish all their this, when only they can't day, when they can't day, they were a minority among the majority of whites. They collect everything, pursue them to barren land. The Trail of Tears. Go and read about it. Please read about the Trail of Tears. And that's where we are. They've already come. Mental don't happen. What is going to happen next? The next phase we are in is the physical. Trust me. And all Africa, they're in the position. They're in the start. Sudan, Somalia, Nigeria. Everywhere has violence in Africa. Morocco, Egypt, Libya. Everywhere is destabilized. The only place not destabilized is South Africa, where they did. They never started any, they don't agree any terrorists to go South Africa. No South Africa terrorists. But everywhere else, Kenya, Ghana, Senegal, Mali, Nigeria, Sudan, Libya, Egypt, Tanzania, everywhere, Uganda, DRC, everywhere, violence, war, everything happening already. Make una continue to the look. Una no worry. You think that these things are just happening coincidentally? The whole of Africa is just simultaneously just being like that. Okay. Mona no worry. Make una no worry. I've said now, Botswana and Namibia, South Africa, all the South Africa, you know that South Africa is under white control. South Africa, all those South Africa side is completely under white control. South Africa. Why am I calling it like that? South Africa. So here we are. We are in the situation where we say we as African people must reorganize for our Africanness. We must understand, as I said on Robin Mind, that this APC renewed hope is renewed scope. Renewed hope is renewed scope. Don't fall for the scope. We must fight to collect our institutions back from those that seek to privatize it for their own personal agenda. You know. Thank you very much.